48 Laws of Power Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy.
Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Simple translation. Be friendly. Pay attention. Ask questions. Let people talk. Learn what they want. Learn what they fear. Learn what they hide. Learn their plans. But don't announce your intentions. In plain English, the more that you know about people, the less that they can surprise you. What this really means. This law is about information. If you know what people want, if you know what people are afraid of, if you know what they're planning, if you know where they're weak, if you know who they like and who they hate, then you can move smarter than they do. Because most people tell on themselves all day long, just let them talk. They just do it casually over dinner, in jokes, in complaints, in awkward silence. And then that weird extra sentence that they didn't need to add. Power loves information. This law says don't just react to people. Study them, observe them, and let them reveal who they truly are. Keep your ears open and your mouth closed, because a person's hidden motives matters more than their public words. A masterclass. Who put on a masterclass? Joseph Devine put on a masterclass. He wanted wealthy industrialist Andrew Mellon as a client. But the problem was Mellon was quiet, stiff, and hard to read. And he didn't want to meet him. Devine didn't just wish for the best. He studied Mellon first. He did his homework. He learned his taste, his habits, his staff, his routine, and his preferences. Then he engineered a chance to meet him in London at exactly the right time in exactly the right place. The meeting worked because it was not by chance. It was researched. It was a setup. It turned out that Mellon liked him, trusted him, eventually bought from him, and became one of his biggest clients. The lesson is charm works better when informed. Another example, Talleyrand. Talleyrand was famous for being a great conversationalist, but the funny part is he didn't win by talking so much. He won by getting others to talk. He would act warm. He would seem harmless. He would let people ramble while he carefully listened and studied their reactions. He would toss out little bait and see what people reveal, because he's some good game. A lot of great talkers are really just great extractors. This law isn't really saying you need a trench coat and some binoculars. It's saying that social situations are information opportunities. People reveal themselves constantly. A good listener collects leverage. Careless people leak strategy. Even casual conversation can tell you who's insecure, who wants status, who could keep a secret, who represents who's bluffing, who's scared, who's useful, and even who's dangerous. That's why Robert Greene says pose as a friend, but work as a spy. Not because friendship itself is fake, but because friendliness lowers defenses. Practical rules. Talk less than the other person, because the more that they talk, the more that they expose. Ask indirect questions. Don't ask, hey, what are you planning? Ask, how do you feel about the way that things are headed? What do you think will happen next? Hey, what's been frustrating you lately? I'm curious. Same fishing, better bait. Watch reactions, not just words, because not everybody has a good poker face. Sometimes the truth shows up in hesitation, over-explanation, sudden anger, and fake laughter. And make sure to watch for a change of face. Let people speak and they will leak information like a car in a high-speed chase after running over a spike strip. But don't make your curiosity obvious, because if people think that you're interrogating them, they're going to shut down. You want to be relaxed, casual, interested, just ordinary, cool, not a detective. But make sure that they feel smart, important, and understood, because that's when they'll start giving you the good stuff, the tea, the cheese may. But test their character when needed. And sometimes you don't need facts. What you need to know is, can this person keep a secret, and are they loyal? Are they sloppy? Are they fake? That's the kind of knowledge that could save you more trouble than any rumor ever will. You blew it. You blew it if you assume that everything that everybody says is exactly what they mean. Don't take words at face value. Don't overshare too early. And don't reveal your intentions before understanding the room. Don't mistake friendliness for transparency, because you'll get duped and never see it coming. Don't treat people like an open book with more redactions than the Epstein files. Ugly truth. People are constantly gathering information on each other. At work, in family, in friendship, dating, politics, and everywhere else. Some call it reading the room. Some call it networking. Some call it being observant. The dangerous part is this law can slide into paranoia or manipulation really quick. Because if you're sneaky all the time, emotionally fake, obsessed with hidden meanings, and you're consistently running tests and experiments on people, then you're not strategic anymore. You're exhausting and nobody wants to be around you because you're creepy. And if people realize that you're always probing, they will stop trusting you. So the move is observe sharply, ask carefully, collect quietly, and don't overdo it. Because people are spying on you too. So don't only gather info, control info. That means don't reveal too much too fast. Don't let every opinion out of your mouth. Don't assume the casual conversation is harmless, and don't make your motives easy to read. Because sometimes, if the stakes are high enough, lie. Or just let people believe whatever version they made up of you in their head. You don't have to do full-time cartoon villain nonsense. Just leave enough fog so that they can't aim at you clearly. Because if you master this law, you'll have a lot of control. You don't got to be the nicest in the room, the most dramatic. You don't have to get noticed the most. All you have to do is be the person in the room that listens. The ones that see what people show, even when they don't know that they're revealing something. A smile could open a door, but attention will tell you what's behind it.